What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we have another play-by-play, and it is the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Chicago Bears. A big-time NFC matchup here. Both these teams currently in the wild card to see if they can. Oh, actually, are the Bears on top of their division? No, the Bears are on the top of their division, right? I'm crazy. I should have double checked this beforehand, but I actually think the Bears. Yeah, the Bears are at the top of their division. Excuse me, because the Packers lost, so that means the Bears are pretty much locked in to be at the top of their division now. Actually, they are locked in. Nice. So they're just trying to see where they will rank amongst the top four. The San Francisco 49ers trying to give themselves a chance to take the division as well. So they need to win. The Bears want to move up if they can. Right now, 2 games behind the Seahawks, but they're also knotted up with the Philadelphia Eagles. So they want to make sure they maintain the 2nd seed. But yeah, we got a game. We got a big game as the season narrows closer to the end. What up, Daniel? How are you? What up, Gus? A Pizzle in the chat. What up, dog? Bear down. That's right. Does the sophomore season of May Caleb Nix diminish Jaden's rookie year? I mean, if it does to you, it does to you. To me, no. I think that they're in much different situations, and it's all good. And Bo Nix has been coached up great by Peyton, and they've done a lot over there, especially on the defensive side of the football. They're one of the best defenses in the entire league. I view the Patriots a lot like us last season. Their strength of schedule is the easiest in the NFL. They've taken an advantage of it, and they played well. Drake May has been fantastic this year. I have no hate against them. It's just they are in the exact opposite situation we are this year, right? And you could say the exact same situation last year. We had 12 wins last year because we had one of the easier strengths of schedule in the league, and that goes a long way. And then as far as Caleb, I think Caleb already was the best quarterback in that draft. That's why he went number 1. And he's got a ton of weapons over there. They added their new coach, great coach with Ben Johnson, especially offensive side of the football, and a ton of talent. Ryan Poles has been building that roster for quite some time now, and they're in much different scenarios. We are an injury-riddled team, including Jaden Daniels, and the whole rest of the team has also been banged up. So it is what it is. What up, Billy Mack? You want Clint Kubiak as our head coach? I wanted a young offensive-minded head coach last year when we went to hire a coach, so I'm not freaking out if that's the case. But at the same time, excuse me, I actually like DQ a lot. I like DQ. I know this has been a horrible season for us, big time, but I think it's more of a talent issue than anything, and I think it's just going to take time to continue to build this roster. I don't think this is a fireable season, and I think the system's actually really good, both offensively and defensively. We just got to continue to build talent and get healthy. All right, we're about to get this game underway. It's the Niners, Bears. Niners will get the ball first. So Santos will kick it away. It looked like Brian Robinson Jr. Not sure who the other guy was there back on the quick glance to receive this kick. But both teams with 11 wins, who will get to 12? Here we go. It's going to be caught at the goal line. Here's the return, straight ahead. Zigging and zagging, not much there, and he will get spun down at about the 24-ish yard line, maybe the 23. So good job there by the Bears special team, but Brock Purdy and the offense will come onto the field for the first time tonight. It was Sky Moore. That was the other guy back there. Peters is familiar with Kubiak from his time in Denver and San Francisco. I just think we're a strategic disadvantage with DQ. The Minnesota game really exposed that. I just disagree, but that's okay. We can disagree. And I'm not mad at your coaching choice. I think Kubiak could be a good one. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, quick throw to the right side, and trying to go to the screen pass, and it's intercepted off the tip. Edwards the other way. Can he get in the end zone? He's got a cavalry. Yes, he does. First play of the game is a pick six. Brock Purdy trying to go to the slant pass, and it ends up tipped into the air, and the Bears, right out of the gate, start up 6-0, pending an extra point here in San Francisco. Jennings, he had soft coverage, but Johnson never even took one single backpedal. He knew the play before it was even called, and he read it like a book, jumps it, tips it in the air, and Edwards in the perfect spot to get the tip pass. Beautifully done by Jalen Johnson, and a beautiful finish by Edwards. From the right hash, Santos. We're going to have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good. And who had on your bingo card out of the first four of the plays of the game, Santos would be kicking the ball. Bang! There you go. Brock Purdy just trying to zip it in that zone window, but Jalen Johnson, he's been fantastic all season long, and he makes a big play for the Bears defense there. Based on the zone defense, he shouldn't have been there. It's actually the correct read by Brock Purdy based on the defensive alignment, but Jalen Johnson, he outsmarted Brock Purdy there. He understood where they were going, and he attacked it immediately. Beautiful, high IQ football by both teams. Truly, it's really not an IQ issue there with the San Francisco's play. It's the correct call. Johnson just played it perfectly. All the commentators picking 49ers think they're so cool. Oh, man. I didn't pick the game beforehand, but that's a great start for the Bears. Yeah, I guess the only reason you may shade to the Niners is just that they're at home, but the Bears have played very well as of late. All right, it's going to be a kick into the end zone. It doesn't bounce out, so Sky Moore jumps on it and kneels down. That will be a touchback, so the 35-yard line this time is where the Niners will start this next drive. Let's see what they do. Players make plays, complimenting coaching. You love to see it? Absolutely. All right, here we go. Single back formation. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. They're going to play action it. Roll into the right. Purdy throws on the move, and too high for Pearsall, who also got tripped up. It looks like they're not going to throw the flag. Nashon Wright, I believe it was, on the coverage. And a good no call. It looks like their feet just got tangled up. Nashon Wright, liked him coming out of college. He went to Dallas, I believe, drafted out of Oregon State. Very long, 6'4" corner. Got long arms. Good coverage there on Ricky Pearsall. 2nd and 10. Brock Purdy goes under center. Two receivers each way. Christian McCaffrey has not gotten a touch yet. Will they get it to him this time? Takes a snap. Pitching it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to find the outside. Does find a little bit of a lane to get a gain of about 3. Sets up a 3rd down and 7 here for the Niners. Didn't even get to intro the defense before they scored. Yeah, right? What up, Susan? Hope you had a nice Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah, I did. Look at this. Look at this. I got my man Terry to sign the hat. Hold on, I'll come back to that. 3 receivers to the left side in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Purdy looking, quick throw over the middle of the field. Has his man caught. First down by Tonjes. That's going to get him across midfield down to about the 44-yard line. Nice throw there by Brock Purdy. But yeah, I got Terry McLaurin to sign my hat. Super excited about that. We went to the game on Christmas Day. So, Christmas present to me. My sister was in the front row before the game getting signatures of different players, and Terry came over. I threw her my hat to get it signed. Awesome. Single back takes the snap, hand off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey to the right side. McCaffrey with a nice run lane. Gain of 9. And it's now 2nd and about 1 here for the Niners. The Niners are definitely, after already throwing a pick 6, going to feed that man. Christian McCaffrey is an absolute stud. It was worried that his career was going to be over after last season. Remember the Achilles injuries? He was getting doctors looking at it in Europe and everything. And everybody thought an older running back, his careers might be over. And then he has a season like this, which has been absolutely nothing but sensational. Single back formation, takes the snap, handoff up the middle is McCaffrey. McCaffrey, little shake and bake, not much there. He gets really close to the first down marker, but it looks like he might be just shy. No. Based on the yellow line, it looked like he was short, but that yellow line is not always correct. So they're going to give him the first down, move the chains, and see if they are challenging it. First and 10. Give us the poll to see who we want to win. Okay, here we go. Who do you got? Who do you got? Do you have the Bears or do you have the Niners? All right, single back formation, takes the snap, play action, Purdy looking. Has time, going to check it. Oh, it's going to be batted down. He was looking for McCaffrey, but who's that? Number 94. Got his big mitts up there and knocked it down. It's Austin Booker, the right side defensive end. He looks like he stunts towards the middle of the field. Yeah, stunts towards the middle and jumps up, knocks it down. Brock Purdy couldn't quite get it over top of that massive human being. 2nd and 10. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey motions out of the backfield. Empty backfield set. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw over to the right side. It's going to be caught and falls forward for a gain of 7 is Tonjes. Looks like he gave him 8. 3rd down and a long 2 coming up here for the Niners. They are in field goal range here at the 26-yard line of Chicago. And they continue to move this ball. Austin Booker, that's right. I hate Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. Nice pull getting Terry's autograph. Dude, I was so psyched to get Terry's autograph. That was so cool. 3rd down and 2. Single back formation. And in motion to the tight end, right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Purdy stepping up. Has time. Floats to his right now. Goes deep and caught! And it's going to be caught at the 1-yard line by Demarcus Robinson. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. It's going to be a defensive holding on Jalen Johnson. He's going to get called, penalty declined, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1 with 11:11 to go here in the first quarter. Are there Saturday games next week? I have no idea. This schedule's crazy. Takes a snap, play action. Purdy rolling to his left, throws it into the end zone, and it's caught. Tonjes wide open in the end zone, and the Niners strike back here now 7-6, pinning an extra point. And Caleb Williams will get ready to come onto the field for the first time today in a tied ball game. Oh, we're going to have a good one here on Sunday Night Football. You already had a pick 6. Then you had a following drive with a beautiful, easy, just continuous, solid drive down the field, quickly scoring. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good. And it's now 7-7 here with 10:57 to go in the first quarter. Long way to go in San Francisco. Just carved us up there. Yeah, did he have 3 catches? Yeah, 3 catches on that drive with a touchdown. He's been coached up by George Kittle. Ben Johnson will forever be a bunghole for calling the Commanders and saying he didn't want the head coaching job mid-flight on the way to interview them. It's all right. It's okay. I understand. I think it was fair. I think that they all came together. Honestly, I think it's just loyalty to Dan Campbell. Um, they had a really good season the season before. Came up a little bit short. They wanted to give themselves another run at it one more time. Ben Campbell, Dan Campbell, excuse me, convinced him and Aaron Glenn to stay one more year. To say, hey, give us one more chance. Let's see if we can't actually get it over the top to win it here in Detroit, and then you can go do your thing. And that's what I think had more to do with it. I don't think it would have had as much to do with against us per se, because I think Ben Johnson could have been a head coach pretty much anywhere last year, and I think it had more to do with that. See, Ben Johnson was the more popular pick at the time. That especially for Commanders fans, they wanted Ben Johnson. But a lot of people don't realize we were going there to also interview Aaron Glenn. And Aaron Glenn also said that they basically all came together and said, we are not going to take your job. So like Ben Johnson takes the heat for that, but Aaron Glenn did the exact same thing. Sean McVay also did not want to work for the Commanders. I don't know what that's about. We weren't hiring a head coach at that point. We still had Jay Gruden, and we kept him for a few more years. Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, the league scheduled 2 afternoon games with playoff implications. Teams unknown. Ah, nice. Aaron Glenn was a finalist for the job. Yes, he was. You want to get his foot in the door, you have to accept interviews to let people know you're interested. There's the kick. And it's going to be caught at the one. And he thought about kneeling it, but he couldn't. Now he runs straight ahead. Diving forward is Blackwell to about the 29-yard line. And now we will see Caleb Williams and the Bears offense for the first time tonight. Bears offense has been fantastic this season. And let's see what they can do against this Niners defense. McVay was a surprise hire by the Rams at the time. I don't know if he was a surprise hire. Maybe just because of his age, but I remember Cooley talking about how he was going to be a head coach way before that season ended. 3 receivers to the right, in the shotgun, empty backfield set. Takes the snap, 4-man rush, looking, quick throw over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by Cole Kmet for a gain of 7. Sets up 2nd and 3. Good rhythm throw for Caleb Williams there. Williams so far, a 58% completion percentage, 227 yards a game, 26 touchdowns, 7 turnovers. Really good touchdown to interception ratio. Would love to see that completion percentage go up, but nonetheless, they're 11-4, having a great year. Pistol formation. And in motion is Kmet from right to left, takes the snap, play action. Williams looking, tries to check it down, and he will get his pass batted down. And it's Elliott on the TBU. 3rd down and 3 now for the Bears. Blackwell is the greatest special teams player of all time that's not known for returns. Here we go. 3rd and 3. In this shotgun, 2 tight ends on the right, 2 receivers out wide to the left. Single back formation. And in motion right to left's the tight end Loveland. Takes the snap, play action. Stepping up. Thought about checking it down, not going to. Williams trying to pull off some magic, rolling to his right, now throws it in there, zips it in. Is it caught? No, it's not. Walker did not get it, and Mustafa was there to PBU. Wait a minute, late flag comes in, and it's going to be a illegal man upfield. So that will be negated. 4th and 3, and the Bears in their own territory will most likely punt. Cooley was the ultimate insider, though. McVay, hired by the Rams, rose a lot of eyebrows. I think maybe the youngest coach ever hired. Yeah, he was very young. Very, very young. But it's not necessarily he was an insider. It was just in the sense of like he knew that they were going to hire him and blah, blah, blah. It was that he understood how smart Sean McVay was. He is an extremely high IQ coach, right? As far as football IQ, football memory. They talk about it all the time. He was great here. He had Kirk Cousins 4,900 yards. Here's the snap. Taylor's going to punt it away. And it will bounce inside the 5 and go into the end zone. Bad bounce where Blackwell could not quite get a hang of it. So it will be the 20-yard line is where this Niners team will start this next drive. But it was that Sean McVay was very, very knowledgeable of football. And that was the part where that made him want, or made him say that, this guy will be hired because he is that good. And he's now a Super Bowl winning head coach, been to the Super Bowl twice. Rams have been a consistent winner pretty much since he's been there. So it's obviously, it was a good hire for sure. Blackwell was so close to that goat. I can't tell if you're joking or if this is like, is he actually a really good special teamer? I know nothing about Blackwell. Is this a joke? When did Aaron Glenn spurn the Commanders? If that is what you said. It was the same thing. Like, we were flying to Detroit to interview both Ben and Aaron. Right? And they both said, we are not interested. That's why we did not go interview Aaron Glenn that day. And we had already interviewed him. This was just going to be a second interview in person. We interviewed both of them already, Zoom calls or whatever. But we were going to interview them in there. The media was like, oh, Ben Johnson scorned the Commanders. He didn't scorn them. Right? It wasn't, and they made it a big deal out of it because that's what the media does. But I don't think that there was actually any hard feelings there. I mean, I could be wrong, but we interviewed Ben Johnson. We just didn't do the in-person interview that Aaron Glenn gave. All right, sorry, that Aaron Glenn didn't give either. But we interviewed both of them Zoom calls. Blackwell this year blocked a field goal versus Commies, recovered an onside kick versus Green Bay, usually gets the down or the tackle on punts to kickoffs. Okay, fair enough. Good year for the special teamer. Sean McVay became the youngest head coach in NFL history to go to the Super Bowl in 2019. Yep, he was incredible. He is incredible. What up, pig? He called us basketball guys. He didn't like that. I think that's media spin, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Bill should have won that. Yep, failed the 2-point conversion. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. McCaffrey in motion left to right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Quick throw over the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught. And Tonjes again, man. No George Kittle, no problems. They are getting their tight end quickly. My memory is Anthony Weaver, Aaron Glenn, and Dan Quinn were the final. I'm pretty sure Ben Johnson was in the finalist list until he took himself. Oh no, Trent Williams shaking up you hate to see it. Maybe a hamstring. Now he has no helmet on. I think he's done. That's big for the Niners. Takes the snap, handoff to the right side. Is McCaffrey trying to find the edge? And he will fall forward for a gain of maybe a half yard. You guys don't have confidence in your coaching staff, just say. I love my coach. Man in motion is Tonjes. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion now is Robinson. Takes a snap, play action. Purdy looking. Has time, steps up, has to avoid the rush late, but does. Now he's going to keep it, running to the right side and slide forward to about the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Niners. Assumed by basketball guys, he was referring to Bob Myers and Magic Johnson. But wait, did he say that in an interview? I don't remember. Or was that just media spin? All right, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Drops back, steps up. Now batted down at the line. It was Booker again. And the Niners will be forced to punt it back to the Bears now. We got a game in San Francisco. Just about halfway through the first quarter, it's 7-7. Both offenses have touched the ball now. Couple of punts back to back. We got a lot going. Okay, how the Bears season will end. They will play the Eagles, and it'll go down to a quadruple doink. Imagine it just bouncing down the post. There's the kick. Their catch is going to be caught at the 16-yard line by Duvernay. And that is where the Bears will start this next drive. So glad Booker's getting reps over Joe Tyrone Shorinka. I remember you were saying you were that was the guy you were excited about, right? And then when you traded for Shorinka, you were disappointed. Okay, I know how the Bears. No, sorry. 2 years later, should we have kept Montez Sweat and Chase Young? Meh. Like, they're solid, but they're not great, and it is what it is. I would say probably no, because then we would also have to pay them a ton of money, probably. Like, if we kept Chase Young, he was going to get paid, right? Like, there's almost no world that you keep Chase Young on, like, a cheap deal. He was the number 2 overall pick. It doesn't really work like that. So, like, meh. The nerd is saying the Commanders actually did interview Aaron Glenn in Detroit. Oh, we did interview him? Okay, then I'm wrong. But the whole thing is, I thought we were saying that. Wait, then that destroys the whole thing. It destroys the whole thing. Like, everybody made it seem like we had to turn around. Like, he wasted our time. He waited till mid-flight. And we had to turn around mid-flight. Then that destroys the whole thing. He didn't waste anybody's time. They were going to Detroit anyway. He was just letting them know. But even that destroys the whole thing. But my understanding is we turned around, like, on the way to Detroit because they canceled the interviews. So if they didn't cancel them, or they both didn't cancel them, we still went. We didn't waste our time, waste our flight. He just let us know. But it's fine. You can hate Ben Johnson. I don't care. I mean, it's sports. It's athletics. You know, there's hate everywhere. Yes, Booker's a physical beast. Just needs to refine his skills set and get a little bigger. Fair enough. So disrespectful to do so, though. At least wait until after the interview. Okay. I mean, if that's what you say, or you could say, why waste my time in the interview? You could tell me before we even waste our time to go and sit down in an interview. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's both ways you could argue that. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle for Manungai for a gain of 2. And it's 2nd and 8 at their own 18-yard line. Nothing but defeat and humiliation for Ben Johnson. All right, that's fine. He did turn us down, and I understand that. You don't like him because he turned us down. That's completely understandable. You want to make an enemy out of him? That's okay. Michael Jordan did that for less. Single back formation. I bring up Michael Jordan because we're basketball guys. All right, here we go. Manan guy, the single back, takes a snap, hand off to Manan guy, turns upfield, and he will get a gain of about 3.5 or so. So third down and about mid-range coming up for the Bears. Ben Johnson said Magic Johnson was nothing without Pat Riley, which is just... Third and a long 4 coming up here for the Bears. Two receivers each way. And in motion is Moore, takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw over to the left side and incomplete. It was in Moore's hands, but nice play there by number 27 for the Niners. Jair Brown. Third round pick, I believe out of Penn State, right? Yeah, third round pick out of Penn State. Beautifully done. Good switch there as well. Oh, that was beautifully communicated on the play on the motion, communicating to the corner. One of these, I guess, means switch for them. He switched. It makes a nice PBU. And it's going to be caught here by Sky Moore about the 25. Makes the first guy miss, shaking and baking. And he's slipping trips up at the 34-yard line. So that is where San Francisco will start this next drive with about 6:13 to go in the first quarter. We not have a poll on the winner? Huh? Yeah, the poll's up there, right? Do you not see it? 55% of you so far have picked the Niners. Single back formation. Man in motion right to left. Your center takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Here's McCaffrey. Makes the first guy miss. He's got room to run. Trying to find the outside and does. And he's going to get down the left sideline. Cuts it back towards the middle. Still going. And tackled at about the 25, 24-ish yard line. Christian McCaffrey. Did they say that was his longest run of the season? 43 yards is as long as McCaffrey's had all year. That's crazy. Great running there by Christian McCaffrey, getting around Nahshon right there. Makes the first guy miss, number 99. And McCaffrey using that vision down the left sideline. Beautifully done. Team of guys tackled him downfield finally. Brisker on his back. First and 10, McCaffrey will go to the bench for a breather. I mean, it was his longest run of the year. I mean, he can't run that far. Blackwell, the first one there. There you go. Baltimore is more willing to let Harbaugh go rather than us willing to say bye. DQ. Baltimore has had Harbaugh for 13 years. Okay? I think he's shown what he is as a coach. In the shotgun, 3 receivers bunch to the right, man in motion, takes a snap, handoff to Brian Robinson, turns upfield, moving the pile. Brian Robinson will get down to about the 10-yard line and into the red zone. Go the Niners. Refresh, KD. Maybe it pops up then. Is it 18 years for Harbaugh? Yeah. Single back formation. Tonja's in motion, takes a snap, play action, rolling to his left side. Purdy has room to run. He's going to keep it himself, and Purdy will dive into the end zone. Touchdown Niners. Wow. And just like that, the Niners are on top for the first time tonight, 13-7, pending an extra point. We have a 21-point first quarter with about 5 minutes left. Jay Gruden admitting last week that trading Williams was a big mistake made me crash out hard. Well, Jay Gruden didn't trade Trent Williams. It was Ron Rivera from the right hash. Snap the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. 14-7 here in San Francisco. You know, it was Ron Rivera's first offseason here. And so that, Tim, do you think Buffalo window is finally closed and Allen needs to move on to a better team? No, they have 11 wins. Just because they lost today to the Eagles doesn't mean anything. They're an 11-win team, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, they're 11-5. I mean, they're not at the top of the division, but they're in the mix. They're not dead in the water. Ron wanted Trent to buy in. Yep. And you think Buffalo window is finally closed? Yeah, Trent was pissed because of the medical team and how he was disrespected by the front office because of it. You see the poll now? Good. Because of Harbaugh, we had that one bro versus bro Super Bowl. Beyonce halftime show shut the lights out. I know who traded him, but the relationship was broken up long before Rivera got there. His tweet was hilarious. Yeah, it was broken. I mean, it's fine. I think that Williams did. How do I want to say this? Obviously, what happened to Williams was scary, right? He had cancer, told it wasn't cancer, and then he was told to get his affairs in order by the doctors. So it was quite intense, right? And he felt like the team didn't treat it correctly. The team doctors, they kind of just brushed it off as if it was nothing. He went and got a second opinion way later and thought, oh my God, I could have died if I didn't go and do this or whatever. And then he used that and decided, I'm not going to play for these guys anymore, right? Like, he had the growth removed on his head, I think, and then he said he didn't want to wear his helmet anymore or something. I don't know. The guy's played through a lot worse injuries than a surgery removing a growth on his head. But he decided to quit on the team. And, you can choose a side on that, whatever way you want to go. I would rather have not quit on the team, but that's neither here nor there. That was one of the stories I don't blame on Rivera. That's fine. I can agree with that. I mean, Trent was done with Washington in general. It didn't matter who the coach was. I do agree with that. Here we go. It's going to be caught at about a yard in. Here comes the return slowly. And he only gets to about the 23-yard line. Good coverage by the Niners. Blackwell on the return. And we have 1st and 10 at the 23. Oh, I blame Rivera for a lot, just not the Trent situation. Hiring Martin Mayhew by Ron Rivera was insane, but nonetheless. Single back formation. 3 tight end set here for the Bears. Man in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Roll to his right. Now steps up. Has time. Throws over the middle and incomplete. Oof! Hospital ball there for Loveland, who gets absolutely waylaid. Caleb Williams got to be careful on that. He nearly got Loveland destroyed. I mean, Loveland did get destroyed, but luckily he doesn't seem to be hurt. He pops up and goes to the sideline for a breather. Yeah, Caleb Williams a little late. Looks like, oh, it got tipped. Number 48 tipped that. Oh, nice play there. I thought it just went over his head a little bit, but no, good play there by Bethune. 3 receivers to the right. In the shotgun is Williams. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Quick throw over to the left side. It's going to be caught, turns up field, and Burden spins in bounds. Or did he step out before the spin? It's going to be a gain of 10, they say. So 1st and 10 coming up here for the Bears at their own 33. Who quit because of a growth on the head? Happened to it. What? Single back formation, 3 receivers to the right side. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right is Swift. Swift finding a lane. Swift will get tackled after a gain of about 8.5 or so. 2nd down and short coming up for the Bears. Right? I have no clue where it is. Looked around and... Is it downstairs? Go take a shower. Shower first. Got time. Takes a snap, play action. Gonna check it down underneath. It's gonna be caught by Komet, and Komet, ooh! Komet gets his legs taken out, but no, he's all right. Man, that guy flew out of nowhere, just destroying his left leg. And it's now a flag on the play. Although Chicago and San Francisco have kept relatively the same unis over the years. I respect that as well. All right, looks like it's a defensive call, a legal block, chop block maybe. But it'll add 15 yards to the play, a low block. And it's now going to be at the 35-yard line of San Francisco. Yeah, that honestly, I like that call. Because that looked scary. I thought he may have broken legs when he did this. This was dangerous. To just dive at everybody's ankles. It looked intense. Like, I thought I saw a leg snap. It was like, it was that quick. But it was just a whip, I guess, of the leg. So I'm glad they call that a penalty. Takes the snap, looking. Williams steps up. Going deep. Has a man. Is Burden. Touchdown, Bears. Bang. 6 on the board for Luther Burden III. And the Bears are an extra point away from an extra point. Sorry, from a tie game. Bang! Tim, was your boys naughty? Santa gave them tickets to the Commanders-Cowboys game. That ball launched with a flick of the wrist? Yeah, dude. He's got a strong arm. Strong arm. I mean, even just the way he plays is very Mahomes-esque, right? You just see everything. The very strong arm, the snap, the hold, the kick is nearly blocked, but it is good. 14-14 here in San Francisco. But just I guess, was he offsides? There's a flag here. He nearly got that block. Might be an offsides. Oh, they're thinking maybe hitting the snapper. And now they're going to go for 2 from the 1. Okay, maybe we don't have a tie game. And do they want to go for 2 now at the 1 or not? Whenever next week's Minnesota-Detroit game ends up on our schedule next year. Also face Cincinnati. Our NFC South opponent dependent on... Oh, look at you, Gus Bus, thinking about it. AG, that's not right. What up, Lee? No. Okay, so they will decline the penalty and let it be a tie game. 2:58 to go in the first. It's going to be crazy when Ben Johnson trades him in 2 years. Talking about Caleb. That's the one thing I appreciate about Ben Johnson's offense compared to Andy Reid's, because I was just thinking about Caleb versus Mahomes, is Ben Johnson runs the ball a lot. They're third in rushing this season. The Chiefs just refuse to run the football. I hate it. I hate Andy Reid's and I'm not one that says you have to run the football, under center or whatever. I don't care. Just you have to be more balanced. And the Chiefs just put it all on Mahomes all day when they have a pretty good running back duo. Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt are not bad. And they have a good offensive line, especially interior, right? With Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. And they just refuse to run the freaking football. It's so frustrating as a guy who drafted Pacheco. I had a ton of running backs, so it didn't matter that much. But at the same time, I like Pacheco a lot. I think it could be a top 10 fantasy running back if you actually used him, but they don't. It's so frustrating. Where Ben Johnson, he loves his running back duo, so you're never gonna have a 2,000-yard season with Ben Johnson because he's gonna make sure that he splits carries. Jahmyr Gibbs had obviously a fantastic season last year, but that's more because of his yards per carry rather than his usage. So Ben Johnson will make sure that he uses a stable. Right now it's Swift and Monangai. But that is one thing that I do appreciate about Ben Johnson's offense. I hate Andy Reid's offense. That's obviously a strong statement. Andy Reid's a great offensive mind, and he's fantastic. And when they're on, they're on. So obviously, it's a bit hyperbolic, right? And Andy Reid has had his history of being great and all of that. But it's why he won the Super Bowl is Mahomes is a freak, right? It's a freak of nature what Mahomes can do. There's the kick. Oh, he kicks it out of bounds. Oh no. Now they're going to get it at the 40-yard line. Oh. He's angry. He got a little angry elf. Hi. Hey. Wife's feeling terrible. Might be coming down with the flu. We got to feed the kid while we call the game. All right. Oh, we're going to have incomplete pass here. 2nd and 10. The free kick. Oh, they get him at the 20. Oh, that's why they did it. Oh, with the new rules, they enforce the penalty on the kickoff, and then they kick it out of bounds, so they get it at the 25. Ah, okay. That makes way more sense. Way more sense. Takes the snap, play action, rolling to his right. Purdy stepping up, going deep down the left sideline, caught by Pearsall, and it's caught past the 50, and he gets up to the Chicago 45-yard line is Ricky Pearsall. Ooh, Pearsall takes a shot at the end of that play. A little shaken up. Let's see. Hopefully he's all right. My guy is a fun guy. Yeah. Couldn't Cardinals come here? We travel to Seattle. Takes a snap, play action, handoff up the middle. Here's McCaffrey. Nice jump step. Falls forward at the 38-ish yard line. 2nd and a long 3 coming up here for the Niners. Pearsall set up the hot dog stand over there. It was wide open for a long time. Yeah. 2nd and 3. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side to McCaffrey. McCaffrey slips the first couple of tackles and then gets hit hard for a gain of 1. There's a flag on the play. 3rd down and 2 for now. Is Pearsall the guy that was shot also? Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't he shot in like the chest or something too? Crazy? Wild, man. Wild. I would Google it, but I got this one here. I got the little guy. All right, here we go. And the shotgun takes a snap. Handoff. No, keeping it is Purdy. Running to the right side, and Purdy beats Montez Sweat to the edge. And it's 1st and 10 Niners. Montez Sweat couldn't quite catch him before he was able to get the 1st down. Brock Purdy showing some wheels because Montez Sweat is not slow. Yeah, not like the baby B-Rock. I'm thinking road trips to Tennessee and San Francisco, possibly Dallas if the Texas State Fair is going on. Oh, look. Go ahead, Gus. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Pitch play to the left is McCaffrey. McCaffrey turns upfield, and he gets hit hard after a loss of 1 by Billings. Andrew Billings, that is a big son of a gun right there to land on top of you. 2nd and 11. Tim, are you not into NASCAR? Not really. Pistol formation. Shift now. Receivers to the right. Purdy tries to get him a jump. Doesn't work. 10 seconds on the play clock. On it again. Reset. 5 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get him a jump again. And they will let it go all the way to the end of the 1st quarter. Good job there by the Bears. Not jumping. Hi. Hello? Billings is a ginormous human. Yeah, he is. You can thank Kamala for high gun violence. Oh, jeez. Redskins fan here. I want to see 49ers win. Go Trent, says Danny. What up, Danny? Thanks for being here. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, I mean, we have 28 points in the 1st quarter. Like, all of that happened in just 1 quarter of football. Yeah, we have a long way to go in this game. But both of these offenses can also really slow it down and have a really long, sustained drive, too. You had the pick 6. They both can run the ball well. So who knows? I was just thinking you could grow there. You do a good job calling games. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. This is high. Hi. Hi. Oh, yeah. Can we get Weddle in here? All right, Weddle. So the first touchdown was a defensive touchdown. Next one was Tonjes. Let's go with Tonjes. Jake Tonjes. Been having a good game. All right, all we have is 24-25 short. Not in the NFC. I thought Kyron Williams immediately, but that's not it, obviously. We're in the AFC. Let's go with how old is ETN? I don't know why that's the first name to come to my mind. Oh, we are in the AFC South. Oh, is this Taylor? No, Taylor's older, right? No, we're number 2 or number 3 in the AFC South. Oh, we're not a running back. Short? So it's got to be a receiver. AFC South receiver that's short. Okay, so Jacksonville, Tennessee, Houston, and Colts. Downs? Yeah, Downs I think wears number 2. Aha! Josh Downs. Bang, baby. All right, takes a snap. Looking. Purdy goes to the right side. Has his man. Caught by Ricky Pearsall, who dives down at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Then why are you feeding him a bottle instead of a burger? He called you chunky. Yeah, he did. He called you chunky. Could be Bryce Young. Not if it was the NFC South, yeah. The AFC South, no. Single back formation, takes the snap, hand off to the left side. McCaffrey turns upfield. McCaffrey, nice move, and he's going to get down at about the 5 or 6 yard line. 1st and goal, San Francisco. Oof, Young wears 9. Yeah. Baltimore Pittsburgh has to be the season finale next week on. Will that game matter? I mean, it's always a good matchup, but I don't think it matters, right? Because the Ravens are out, aren't they? Maybe not. Single back formation. And in motion, Hughes check, takes a snap, pitch play to the right is McCaffrey. McCaffrey has room and untouched into the end zone. And the Niners back on top here, 20-14, pending an extra point. Whoa. Whoa, we got a touchdown. Yeah, we did. A burp? Hi. Huh. Williams plus 250 passing and 3 touchdown parlay. Let's go. Ooh. Good luck. We got a shootout. There we go. From the right hash, we have the snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. And Eddie Pinheiro knocks it through the uprights. The 21-14 here in San Francisco. Bears getting the ball back, and they keep pace. Ravens are still in it, I believe. All right, let's take a look. Wow, the Ravens are still in it. The Ravens are still in it. Does that mean the Pittsburgh, they lost or something? Did they lose their last game? They lost to the Browns. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? All they had to do was beat the Browns and they're in. That's insane. That's insane. They didn't beat the Browns. Maybe they play it Saturday then. See. I don't think that game matters at all in the rest of the standings. Yeah, like neither one of them can move up or down. So it's a solo game. So I imagine they play that game probably on a Saturday. Steelers lost today is crazy. Same thing with Tampa. Wait, Tampa's still in it too? So that's probably going to be the other game. Yeah, so that should be the other game on Saturday than I imagine. Because again, that game has no reflection on the playoffs. Or like the rest of the playoffs. It obviously has a reflection on what they're doing. The Falcons are no, they are not still in it. They're eliminated somehow. I guess they got swept by they got swept by the Panthers, I think. That's why. The Panthers or the Falcons are not in it because they got swept by the Panthers. So they can't catch the Panthers. Steven Wilder, as the Steelers were playing, did not have Myles Garrett break the record. Am you calling next week Phillies game? Yes, I will be calling the Commanders game next week. All right, under 14 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Bears are going to get the ball back, down by 7 yet again. Billy in the house, Washington fan. What's up, dog? Welcome. Panthers versus Buccaneers will be the game to watch next week. Yep. All right, there's the kick. And it'll be caught in the end zone. Touchback at the 35-yard line is where Caleb Williams and the offense will start this next drive. I say the Baltimore-Pittsburgh is spicier matchup. Of course, they have the history. Here we go. Offset I formation to the right. Williams puts a man in motions. Komet takes the snap. Hand off to Manungai. Manungai into the second level. Nice. Oh, I thought he was going to have a chance to cut back, but Jair Brown makes the tackle. But nice run there by Manungai for a first down. Just across midfield to the Niners' 47-yard line. You have a young kid, but do you know how to swaddle? Yeah. Yes, I do. I know how to swaddle. It takes a little practice to learn to swaddle. I have 2 young kids, so yes. 3 receivers to the left, takes a snap. Play action, looking. Williams has time. Going to check it down here to Manungai. Manungai cuts it up, makes another man miss, slipping a tackle. First down as he gets tripped up for a gain of 11. To the 36-yard line now of San Francisco. Bears looking to keep pace. We have an absolute shootout of brewing here in San Francisco. We already have 35 total points, and we're only 13 minutes left in the second. Crazy. All right, 2 receivers each way, single back. Man in motion is the tight end, left to right. They have an extra lineman as the tight end. Oh, they get him to jump, or is it offside? What happened here? Williams has a free play for now. Going deep and caught! Touchdown, Loveland! Colson Loveland gets open into the end zone. First round pick out of Michigan. Comes away with a touchdown. I believe it's offside. Yes, it is. Free play, penalty declined. And we have an extra point away from yet another tie game. Wow. Colson Loveland double teamed as well. Runs away from both of them. Wow. Caleb Williams, beautifully done. Puts it on a rope. Gets it to him. From the right hash, Santos, the snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is good. And we're all knotted up again, yet again, at 21 apiece with 12:20 to go in the second quarter. Still can't believe the Bears took Loveland over Warren. Yeah. Darg, there being a landlubber. New England put up 35 on the Jets in the first half. Yeah. The Jets are bad. They traded away their 2 best defensive players, too. So they were already a bad football team, and then you lose Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. Yeah, you're going to be bad. I got my 3rd child coming in March. I think we're done after that. Dude, that's awesome. Congrats. We would like a 3rd as well. This game is going to go down to who has the ball last. Yeah, so far, it seems to be the case. We have 46 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. 12:20 to go in the second quarter. Niners going to get the ball back. My mother's from Pennsylvania, so I hope the Steelers win, although every team I want to win this year seems to lose. Good thing I didn't bet money. Yeah. It happens. All right, it's going to be caught by Moore. Runs towards the middle of the field. Oh, runs into his own guy. And he's going to get tackled around the 28-yard line. That is where the Niners will start this next drive. This kid's a chubby one, but he is a slow eater. Takes a sweet time to eat. He likes to play with his food. Last 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. Got a shootout. Here we go. In the pistol. And in motion, takes a snap, hand off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey hesitates a little, but then finds a gap. Falls forward for a gain of about 4. Second down and 6 coming up for San Francisco. Can't believe Commanders didn't win any primetime games this year. Yeah. 0 for 8 in primetime. Brutal. Second and 6 here for San Francisco. Their own 32-yard line. Pistol formation. Scans the field, puts Hughes check in motion. Takes a snap, fakes the pitch. Looks to throw over the middle. Caught by Tonjes. And Tonjes with the first down. Gain of about 10. 42-yard line now for San Francisco. Did you see the 49ers punter hasn't punted prior to this game since mid-November? Is that true? I did not see that. That's insane. I don't even believe that. Single back formation, man in motion. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. And McCaffrey will fall forward for a gain of 3. Second and 7. 21 possessions without punting, scoring 80 points. That's insane. That's disgusting. They only had 21 possessions in that time? I also don't even believe that. That's not even a lot. You could have 21 possessions in 2 games. Like, that's 3 games. Do they have a bye week, maybe? Maybe that's why. Single back formation, takes the snap. Play action, setting up a reverse here to Moore. Moore's got some blockers, and he's got room to run, and Moore will get tackled at the 45-yard line after another first down. He posted a video saying he doesn't do anything anymore. That's hilarious. Whereas the new stadium has a clause that Commanders go back to Redskins when the stadium opens. That's insane. I hope it's true, but I doubt it. I know some of us clowns on Chase Young, but I'm not going to lie. I definitely would have taken him this year on this team. Yeah, we needed an edge. Play action, setting up. Oh, he did not see Booker coming at all, and Booker stays in pursuit and gets the sack. Brock Purdy thought he had time, but that was not the case. Second and long after the sack, 7-yard loss on the play. All right, I got him. Don't worry. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Quick throw over to the right side. Caught. Turns upfield is McCaffrey. And McCaffrey's going to get a nice gain on second and long. Sets up now a 3rd down and short. Way better than Louisville. Yeah. It was federal land. So they had to make a deal with Trump who wanted the name back. Dude, that would be insane if that's... They're down in 3. 8:20 to go in the second quarter. And in motion is Tonjes. Tries to give him a jump. Doesn't work. Ooh. And they're going to use their timeout. 3rd and 3. 8:10 to go here in the second quarter. Want to try to get them to jump, so they would take a timeout, make sure they have the right play they want. Tim, new poll. What would be worse / better? Naming Team Redskins again or naming the stadium after Trump? Trump is reversing a lot of the stuff that was done with the previous administration, so I think it's possible. I don't know. Doesn't sound real to me, but we'll see. Because I don't think ownership wants to change the name back. All right, 3rd down and 3. 8:12 to go in the second quarter. 2 receivers each way, takes the snap, drops back to pass, 4-man rush, has time, floats it out there to the left, and Tonjes could not bring it in. Hand-to-hand combat with him and Brisker. Brings up now 4th and 3. It would be a 56-yard field goal. No, 54-yard field goal where it currently sits. Do they want Pinero to take a 54-yard field goal here or go for it on 4th and 3? I would tend to want to go for it here. Trump isn't doing anything. He's just talking about doing it. Sometimes that's the case, too. 3 receivers to the left in the shotgun. 3 seconds of the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Purdy throws over the middle of the field. Has his man caught. Ricky Pearsall tackled at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Niners. He can rename the Kennedy Center. He's telling Harris how to rename the team. Yeah. The Trump Kennedy Center. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. And trying to find to the right is McCaffrey at the 20-yard line tackled. So gain of 4. Sets up 2nd and 6 as they go into the red zone. Montez Sweat in on the tackle. He renamed the Kennedy Center because he's on the board. Washington is America's real team, actual team. Next national election, let people decide they're paying for our stadium. We'll see. We'll see what they do. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. 2nd and 6. And in motion, takes a snap, handoff to the right. Turns upfield is Brian Robinson. Robinson get another gain of 4. 3rd down and 2 coming up here for the Niners. .6:32 to go in the second quarter. Third and 2. In the shotgun is Purdy. 3 receivers to the left. Tonjes on the right. Takes a snap. Handoff to McCaffrey. Makes the first guy miss. Easy first down. And tackled inside the 10. 1st and goal, San Francisco. McCaffrey with a nice run there to get the first down. 1st and goal. It's a gain of 7. McCaffrey already up to 100 yards and a touchdown. They already got federal approval for what? But yeah, the stadium, I thought he did. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Pitch play to the right is McCaffrey. McCaffrey makes the first guy miss, then gets tripped up and loses about 2 on the play. 2nd and goal from about the 12. Apple should sponsor the next stadium. I'm shocked they don't have a stadium already. Apple or Amazon, right? Or does Amazon do Seattle or something? I'm not sure. But Amazon has been building all sorts around here. Trump said he won approving it without the Redskins name. We'll see. I don't know. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. It's going to be caught by Jennings at the 7. Third and goal coming up for San Francisco. Can the Bears keep them out of the end zone here? Use Redskins interchangeably, so I don't need them to go back to the name. They're not as afraid to show Redskins imagery or drop the name in combo every now and then, so at least there is that. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Third and goal. The shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back. Has time. Throws to the right side and intercepted! Going the other way! Is that Garner Johnson? CJ Garner Johnson, but there's a flag in the secondary. This might be negated. Oh, it's against Chicago. The interception, no good. Illegal use of hands on CJ Garner Johnson. So he gets the interception, but he will also get the penalty. Legal hands to the face. That'll be half a distance to the goal. First and goal now at the 3.5. Legal hands to the face. Oh, yeah, he just hit him immediately in the face. That's unfortunate. First and goal. At the 3, McCaffrey, the single back. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is McCaffrey. Turns upfield, and he gets crushed at the 1-yard line. Brisker and company in on that tackle, as well as Edmonds. Second and goal. You're good. Second and goal at the 3 now. And Niners will take a timeout here. At 3:27 to go in the second quarter. Is our king. In the shotgun. All right, after the timeout, 2 receivers each way. Second and goal. Pearsall changing the... Purdy changing the play at the line. Takes the snap, handoff. No, keeping it is Purdy, and Purdy will dive in, run in for his second rushing touchdown of the day to put the Niners back on top by 6, 27-21. A 15-play, 72-yard, nearly 9 minutes off the clock. What did I say right before this drive started? Everybody's talking about how it's going to be a shootout, and it is a shootout, but these teams can also slow the game down and run a huge long drive, and it's nearly 9 minutes off the clock, ending in 7. The extra point is up and good, and now the Bears will have to continue to put on an offensive performance to keep pace with the Niners, and they get their third touchdown of the day. Yeah, already, what is that, 49 points? The over-under couldn't have been 49. I wonder what the over-under to start this game was. I bet it was like 47.5 or something. Sweat blown it. Was Sweat on that side? The read option was against. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the NFL now and you can't, and as a defensive end and you can't cover the read option, you're becoming a big liability. Niners ninth in scoring, Bears 10th in scoring entering today. Well, there you go. Over under was 51 and a half. Okay. Was not 47 and a half. All right. So the over is not hit yet. That's crazy. I don't think the Bears have it in them. We'll see. Want to finish this last little bit, buddy? You're going to bed at halftime. All right. That's what you're doing. You're going to bed at halftime. The Bears defense plays dirty. Oh, when is Fred Warner going to come back then? A broken and dislocated ankle. That's not out for the year, right? They're really good. Don't get me wrong. What up, Lifted Panda? 65 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. You don't want any more? Okay. All right, there's the kick. Returning is Duvernay to the left side. And Duvernay will go out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though. I still can't believe Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. 10-yard penalty will move him back on Homer. We'll have a bit of a longer drive potential here at their own 20. 3:18 to go here in the second quarter. Bears still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so plenty of time left. Single back formation takes the snap, play action. Williams looking, stepping up, rolling to the right. Williams has time, and he's going to get out of there and get to the 3-yard-ish gain. Second down. No, they're only going to have him gain a 2. I guess the ball was behind him when he ran out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 8 now at their own 22. There's Robert Saleh, the 49ers defensive coordinator. Second stint as the Niners defensive coordinator. Went to the Jets head coaching position for a few years. 2nd and 8. 2 receivers each way. Williams scans the field. Takes a snap, pitch play to the right. And Swift turns upfield. He's got a nice run. Gain of about 9, move the chains. Did your kid try to latch on? Bro, he didn't even hit that guy. He dove for the guy with the ball. All right, single back formation. The receivers bunch to the left side. Now man in motion is a burden from left to right. 6 seconds on the play clock. Williams will let it go to the 2-minute warning here. Alrighty. So 1st and 10 at their own 31. Coming out of the 2-minute warning with all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time left. And they keep it moving. Let's go Birds. Says James. How are you? All right. We have a 28-21 game. Caleb Williams, only 6 for 10. That's all he's needed so far. For 108 yards for 2 touchdowns. Brock Purdy, 11 for 17, 148 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. It was a pick 6 to start the first play of the game. McCaffrey, 16 carries, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Brock Purdy has 4 carries for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. Leading receiver of the game, Ricky Pearsall. Maine Edmonds, the leading tackler. Now Austin Booker with the only sack of the game so far. Only extra points attempted from the kickers. Everybody's 100% on those. So we got a great game, at least offensively, going right now. But we also have a pick 6 defensively, too. Look at those pants. They're all flared out. All right. Taking the 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10. Bears trying to keep pace. Pistol formation. 2 receivers each way. Swift, the running back. And in motion, right to left. Now back to the right. In the play at the line. Williams takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Swift. Swift. It may be a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Don't seem to be in that much of a hurry. They don't want to give the Niners more time, so trying to be methodical here. Bears do get the ball coming out of halftime, so a field goal here would work if they end up with just a field goal. What's up, Caesar? Takes a snap. Williams looking, stepping up. Has to roll to his right. Now throws off his back foot. Ooh, too high. Looking for Loveland. Loveland was open, but Caleb Williams threw off balance there. Let it go a little bit too far. 3rd and 7 now. Yeah, he was wide open, Loveland. He just let that thing soar off balance. 3rd and 7 with 1:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers each way. Blitz might be coming. Takes a snap. They do send 5, and he gets through. Has to roll to his right and gets it off his back foot and just gets rid of it. And the Bears will be forced to punt. Nice blitz there by Salah. Gets there immediately. 4th and 7. Here we go. Tim, you never had parachute pants? MC Hammer shows us via Taco Bell commercial you could jump off buildings and land safely. Nope, never had those. My style was lack of style. All right, I was the same shoes, same pair, or one or maybe 2 pairs of jeans that were basically the same, and a hoodie. That was what I wore every day to school. Ooh, was that fair caught or no? Good job there by Jones, realizing that was not fair caught, and he tackles Sky Moore immediately with 1:06 to go in the 2nd quarter at the 9-yard line. Yeah, Sky Moore wanted an opportunity to run that back, but Jones making sure he doesn't. Must have learned that from Blackwell. Van Purdy has been looking elite these past 3 games. Hey, Well, when you're going against a terrible defense like the Bears, that's what. No, just kidding. Just kidding. No, Purdy's been doing really, really good. It's 75 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Hey. You okay? You're wiggling a lot. A wiggly guy. Hey. Hey. Wiggly guy. Hi to the chat. Hi. Hi. I think that commercial was the first time disclaimer was presented indicating it dramatization, not attempt. Did you see the punt that stopped at the 1 earlier and dude touched it with his foot on the goal line? No, I did not see that. Have you got a cute co-host here yet? Yeah, but he just doesn't talk too much, right? He doesn't got a lot to say. He doesn't have a lot of opinions yet. We'll build that though. You'll have opinions one day. Be like Christian McCaffrey's the best running back in the league. Except it won't be Christian McCaffrey. It'll be the future running back will be Caleb Johnson. But not the one for the Steelers. It'll be a new guy. Here we go. Brock Purdy makes the first guy miss, and he's going to keep it. Running to the right and gets dragged down by Sweat. Sweat dead. Wow. Sweat using that speed to catch him from behind. Drag him down. So the Bears will use their first time out here. Interesting. They want another opportunity at this thing if they can. Wow. So they give the Niners a potential timeout there. $57 seconds to go here in the second quarter. All the car commercials have that disclaimer. Buy a new Jeep, go through the mud like the commercial, and find out you ruin your warranty. Oh no. Oh no. Through the warranty. 2nd and 8. Receivers to the left, takes the snap, fakes the throw, hands it off to McCaffrey, who gets a gain of 6. Now to bring up 3rd down and 2, and the Bears will use their second timeout here. Man, imagine if San Francisco breaks off like a 40-yard run and these timeouts come back to absolutely kill Ben Johnson. I mean, I understand that he wants to get points on the board before half if he can. And if it works out, great. But you also are giving a very high-powered offense the opportunity to do something big here. I'm forgetting what game it was. I'm getting old. Maybe you never saw it. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Empty backfield set. Takes a snap, drops back. Purdy looking. Gets it underneath. It'll be caught by Tonjes, and Tonjes will get the first down now at the 22-yard line. Obviously, the Bears will not use that final timeout. And let's see if the Niners can do enough to get into field goal range. Takes the quick snap. Purdy scanning the field. Quick throw over the middle. Caught. Turns upfield. Jennings only get a gain of 5 here. Gonna hurry up again. Trying to bark orders here. 2 receivers to the left. Takes a snap. Purdy looking, scanning. Throws underneath. Caught by McCaffrey. McCaffrey will get the first down, and they will use their timeout with 12 seconds remaining. That'll put them at about the 32, 33-ish yard line. So they will need a big chunk play and get out of bounds if they want a chance at a field goal. Let's see what Kyle Shanahan's going to do here. Tim, who is coach of the year? I think it's really close this year. Vrabel or Johnson, in my opinion. Not Liam Cohen. Cohen is doing a great job, too. Vrabel's doing a great job. It's probably got to be Vrabel, right? I think it's got to be Vrabel, just because the Patriots were, 3-14 last year, and now they're 13-3. They might actually flip their record. I think it's got to be Vrabel. I do. And Drake May has looked fantastic under his coaching. I think it's got to be Vrabel. Takes the snap, quick, nope, handoff up the middle is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a nice chunk play, but they're not going to have time to spike it. He does get good yardage if you have him in your fantasy championship, which is nice. Yeah, they don't have enough time to spike it. So that will be the end of the half. San Francisco 28, Chicago 21. We got a game in San Francisco. 4-13, so they've already flipped their record or better. That's insane. I think it's got to be Vrabel. Got to be. You know, I respect what Ben Johnson's doing. And the other guys that you mentioned, Liam Cohen's doing a phenomenal job as well. I do agree there's a lot of candidates that you could... Yeah, there's a lot of candidates, isn't there? Yeah, there's a lot of candidates. Uh-huh. But yeah, Liam Cohen's doing a great job. Obviously, like you said, Mike Vrabel, excuse me, Mike McDonald, as you said, of course, the Bears, Ben Johnson. So those would be the most obvious candidates. I don't think of, I feel like it is like a bit of a, you get coach of the year based on what you do, based off what the team was last year. Bears were 5-12 with a 10-game losing streak last year. Yep. Yeah, but I think it would probably be also argued that the Bears are doing it with more talent. But right now you're 11-5, so you could probably flip your record too. But it's not a flip of 4-13 to 13-4. And from 4-13 to 14-3 is crazy. I mean, I do respect Ben Johnson and what he's been able to do in Chicago, but I think he has more talent than Mike Vrabel. Strength of schedule-wise, though, your strength of schedule is probably a lot harder. The strength of schedule for the Patriots is awful. They are such a weak schedule. Talking? You got opinions now? You chatting? Yeah? What do you think? Mike Vrabel? What do you think? You like Ben Johnson? You like Liam Cohen? No love for Sean Payton? Sean Payton at the top, too. You could do Sean Payton. Texans were 0-3, though. Yeah, D'Amico Ryan coming back. Kyle Shanahan, due to all his injuries. That's a great point, too. San Francisco has had a lot of key injuries as well. I mean, Brock Purdy's missed games. George Kittle's missed games. Fred Warner's been out for a long time. Yeah, I mean, Sean McVay's obviously a great coach, and you could always put him in that conversation. But as far as the best, some of the best coaching in the league, but I don't think you can. He's really in the conversation, right? This season, Big Dom. Yeah, yep. All right, well, we got halftime here. I'm gonna go get this kid to sleep. So that's what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna go sleep. Yeah, we'll go sleep. Yeah, go sleep. And I'll be back for the second half. Man, that was a quick halftime. Was that not a quick halftime? It seemed very fast. Here we go. All right, we hit the kickoff. It was a touchback, so the 35-yard line is where Chicago will start this next drive. Leveling in motion right to left. Manungai, the running back. Tight end shifts into the I formation, takes the snap. Play action. Williams steps up, throws underneath. It'll be caught, turns upfield, and knocked out of bounds is Smythe. Durham Smythe makes the tackle. First down, Chicago. That play made Tim speechless. All right, here we go. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the right side. It'll be caught. Immediately tackled is DJ Moore. Mustafa in on the quick tackle. Gain of 8 there for Moore. Second. They're going to have to give him 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line of the Niners. Luther Burden goes in motion left to right, takes a snap, handoff up the middle is Manungai. Manungai will get the first down with ease to the 42-yard line. Gain of 6. Move the chains. 13.5 to go here in the third quarter. Andre Swift not getting looks right now. Manungai, 4 carries, 29 yards thus far in this game. Right, single back formation, 3 tight end set. Moore on the right side, out wide to the right. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and he's trying to spins off the first and cannot. Number 91 gets the gets the tackle for loss. It's Okweananu. Okweananu. Maybe? Maybe? Okweananu. Okweananu. Sam got the tackle for loss. 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 12. Man in motion is Burden. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw to Burden. Oh, Burden slips. The sniper got him. He's up in the rafters. Knocked his feet right out from under him. 3rd down and 14 now after the loss of 2. WWW. 3rd and 14. Now the Bears are 0 for 3 on 3rd downs. Will their first one be a 3rd and 14 here? 3 receivers bunch to the left side. And at least get some yards for a potential field goal, maybe. Takes a snap. Williams looking. Going deep down the right side and caught! First down! Walker makes the grab. And beautiful play call by Ben Johnson. Great touch by Caleb Williams. Just floats it out there. Lets Walker run right underneath it. Bang! The corner route right in front of the safety, Mustafa, who couldn't quite get there in time to knock it away. Ooh, actually, maybe a little bit of an argument that ball bobbled, but I think he got ahead of it before he went all the way out of bounds. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Komet goes in motion left to right, takes a snap, play action, roll to his left side. Williams going to check it down underneath. It's Burden, and Burden, who will get all the way down to the 4-yard line. He looked like he was tripped up before he was even hit. Burden might need new cleats. There's 11 to go here in the third quarter. Luther Burden. Oh, yeah. He gets held up a little bit there, too. Could have been a defensive holding call. 1st and goal at the 3. And guy the running back, single back formation. 3 tight ends on the right side. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Menengai, who gets walloped at about the 2-yard line. 10.5 to go here in the third. Bethune in there on the tackle. Burden runs angry. Yeah. Stop it on the ground. 2nd and goal. 8-play, 63-yard drive to start this second half. They're at the 2-yard line. And Johnson and company punch it in. Hurry up to the line in the shotgun here. Williams, barking orders. 2 tight ends on the left, 2 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, hand up. No, play action, floats it into the end zone, and not on the same page with DJ Moore. Jair Brown in on the coverage. Couldn't quite locate it. It's now 3rd and goal at the 2. Noodles real quick. Okay. 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Under 10 to play here in the third. I would run right behind Darnell Wright. That's a big dude. Let's see what the dude takes a snap, hands off to the right side, and into the end zone is DeAndre Swift. And the Bears are an extra point away from a tie game. A beautiful 10-play, 65-yard drive. 5 minutes off the clock. Bang. Beautiful done there by Jackson, the pulling guard. Rolling out there. Gives an easy cutback lane for Swift. Santos from the right hash for the extra point. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is now 28-28. 9:51 to go in the third quarter. And you see Buffalo losing on the 2-point contempt? Would go into overtime, not been a better option. They were stopped at the goal line all day. The rule of thumb is usually the away team, right? So were they away or not? I don't remember now already. They were at home versus the Eagles. Yeah, at home, typically the rule of thumb is send it to overtime. But it looks like it was a snowy game. Maybe the weather was really bad. They didn't trust the PAT. You already had a blocked PAT by Badgley. I guess you have that argument as well. Did you have any other missed field goal attempts? No. Badgley just had the one blocked. Elliott made all his field goals. And PATs. I don't know. It's an interesting argument. I mean, yeah, as I said, the rule of thumb is to send it to overtime here. At home, you have the crowd behind you. It's typically an advantage to send it to overtime, but I don't know. There's also the argument when you have Josh Allen and you have one play and you just trust him. I mean, when you send it to overtime, obviously it's still a 50-50 endeavor, and you feel as though maybe with Josh Allen you have better than a 50% chance at the goal. I don't know. Bear down. That's right. That's right. We have a 28-28 game here in the third quarter. Wow, Little Caesars is up to $10. Ouch. The best pizza deal is Sam's Club. Those things are huge. I mean, it's not the best pizza, but it's good. I like the pizza. I mean, I like all pizza. I mean, there's very little pizza I dislike, as long as it's classic. You have bread, cheese, and pizza sauce, I'm probably liking your pizza, right? So, just the best. It was like under $10 for a huge pizza. Like if you got that same size pizza at like Papa John's, that's $23. It was on and off rain, sometimes downpour. They made the right call. Allen was just off. Dude was wide open for the win. He just missed him. God. Rain had stopped at that point. Josh just wanted to win it and floated a sinker to lose it all. Yeah. All right, there's the kick, and it goes into the end zone, and they will kneel it down. So the 35-yard line is where this next drive will start. Peace. Ooh. All right. Three receivers bunch to the left side. Takes a snap, play action. Looking, throws over to the left side. It's going to be caught. Kendrick Bourne with a nice gain on first down, hit by C.J. Garner-Johnson. Tackled at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 after the gain of 25. 9:30 to go here in the third quarter. These two offenses are playing very well. Very well. It was a zone defense by the Bears. He zips it in. That's a great throw by Purdy. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is McCaffrey. McCaffrey we get dragged down after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now to Chicago's 36. Second and 6, single back formation, takes the snap, handoff to the left side is McCaffrey. McCaffrey finding the left side, diving near the first down marker, and it looks like they will give it to him. Gain of 6. Nahshon Wright in on the tackle. 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 now for San Francisco. Talking about Kendrick Bourne getting that $500,000 bonus for getting over 500 yards. Well played. I wonder how the bonuses work towards the cap. Like, so does that mean they have $500,000 off the cap and whatnot? And how do you even anticipate that moving forward? Man in motion. Here's Pearsall right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Steps up. Throws underneath. Caught by Hughes. Check. Hughes check. Will get tackled for a gain of 8. How much better do you think Luke can get? McCaffrey? I love Luke McCaffrey. Oh, Little Caesars is what you're talking about. Get Little Caesars lunch special before 2 were available. It's a half Detroit deep dish with soda for $6.50. That ain't bad either. Wish we had Bourne in Washington, would have helped. Maybe. Our defense is just so awful this year. It's really not an offensive issue. Commercial break again. 2nd and 2. It was Noah Sewell injured on the play. Luke definitely stepped up this season. I love Luke. I love Luke. He's a guy I would want to keep for sure. That they should have got extra point and took it to OT. Is what it is, yeah. Is what it is. Brock Purdy, 16 for 22, 197 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Has his team tied up 28-28. Looking to take the lead back. It's been a back and forth affair, man. It's been crazy. About flies? What? Sometimes when I order multiple lunch specials, they confiscate the soda. Fly. Lane and Luke on punt returns. Lane especially punt return. Expect it. For sure. Ugh, non-contact injury either. Dang it. Achilles injury too. First. All right, single back formation. 2nd and 2. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. McCaffrey bouncing it to the right side, and he will get tackled after a gain of 4. Another first down for San Francisco. Into the red zone they go. And they've made it to the red zone 4 times, and each time they've ended it with a touchdown. The Bears finally get a stop here. 7:10 to go in the third quarter, 1st and 10. Paul Shanahan dialing it up. Wish Rivera had a corner Christian Gonzalez instead of Forbes. Yeah. Me too. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his left side. Those underneath. It'll be caught. Turns upfield as Tonjes. And Tonjes will get dragged down for a gain of 4. There is a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be a defensive offsides. So this penalty will be accepted to move it for a 5-yard gain to the Chicago 12. If they bring back the coaching staff with Jaden, 6-win team, doesn't matter who is acquired, free agents. You do realize this coaching staff was 12 wins last year. But all right. Oh, wish we did, yeah. They had cheap pizza joint until I seen they leave the back door wide open and the whole place was full of flies. Ugh. That's terrible. 1st and 5. 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. The receivers bunch to the left side. Man in motion, Hughes check, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to get hit for a gain of 1. And it is Dexter in there on the tackle. Call it Big Cheese. Tim, don't you know those 12 wins were a fluke? Yep. 2nd and 5 at the 12. 3 receivers to the left. And in motion's Brian Robinson. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, scanning, going to zip it out there to Robinson. Robinson makes the first guy miss and barrels forward for the first down using that power. Beautifully done by Brian Robinson. That is exactly what he used to do in Washington. He is a very strong runner, always falling forward. And that's another first down, 1st and goal at the 6. Might even count as a run. I'm going to say it's receiving yards. All right, 1st and goal at the 7. I formation, Brian Robinson, the running back. Trying to get him to jump, doesn't work. 1 second on the play clock, now takes the snap. Handoff, nope, play action, rolling to his left. Pumping, Purdy resetting, stays on his feet, using his... Oh my, Brock Purdy, that is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Did I just watch Brock Purdy or Lamar Jackson? Oh my gosh. AI crossovers out there making the Bears look silly. Holy shnikes. Brock Purdy fakes the run, cuts back, then nice jab step. I mean, it is two bigger guys he's making look silly with Austin Booker and Billings, but still, holy smokes. And then throws it underneath to snap the hold. The kick is up for the extra point. The kick is good. And it's Kyle Juszczyk with the touchdown. That is disgusting. Wow. My favorite local pizza joint basically is basic pepperoni, $5 to $7.50 within 3 years. Still not bad, but remember how big a deal it was to use coupons. Yeah, like they aren't good exactly. It was a fluke. They suck. Yeah, wild props. Yeah, man, that was insane by Purdy. Woof. That was insane. The movement on Brock Purdy, gross. Caleb was gonna try a cartwheel. Just saw the touchdown. Sick, nasty. Yeah, that was disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting. Caleb's gonna try a cartwheel though. That's funny. Why Brock Purdy got paid big. I'm not a fan of paying Brock Purdy big, but man, they're playing really well this season. Obviously, Mac Jones though has looked great in this offense too, though. Right? So I respect Brock Purdy. I just don't think he should be paid as if he's a top 5 quarterback, top 10 quarterback. His contract was huge, especially the day he signed it. Purdy is still extremely overpaid. Exactly. Me and you on the same page there, DB. What's the most combined points ever scored in a game? Are we witnessing history tonight? No. The most is like 110 something. We're not even halfway, right? What is that? 53 points. I don't even think we're halfway to the most points combined. Because I'm pretty sure the highest scoring game was us versus the Giants, and it was like 73 to 42 or something like that. What would that put it? It's like 105, I think. Highest scoring game ever. Highest scoring NFL game. Washington 72-41. Knowledge. Us versus the Giants. Where the Redskins beat the Giants 72-41. Here we go. 5:42 to go in the third quarter. Kick and returned at the 3-yard line towards the middle of the field. Cuts up and not much there for Blackwell. He's only going to get to the 20-yard line. That's where Chicago will start this next drive. Kirk Cousins was also overpaid. Yes, he was. I mean, this year, the league is so top heavy in general, isn't it? Like, so many teams are in double-digit wins this year. Here we go. Single back formation. And in motion, Duvernay takes a snap, handoff up the middle here. Is Swift, and Swift will fall forward to about the 24-yard line. Second and a long 5 coming up for the Purdy. Finesse that contract like he was Kurt. Yep. Maybe they are trying to start closer to the 20 so Caleb can get more passing yards. For you, I get it. Purdy deserves more money, says James. Okay, takes a snap, play action. Williams steps up, throws underneath. It'll be caught by Swift, who's wide open, and Swift will dive to the 35-yard line. First and 10, rather, at their own 35-yard line. Right now, Caleb Williams is 177, so he needs a third touchdown and 80 yards, right? Put $5 on the Bears, even though I'm a Packers fan. Oh, snap. You did what I do, huh? You bet on what you're rooting against so that you can be happy either way. Man in motion is Moore. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle of Swift. Swift will dive ahead for a gain of just 2. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. How close or far away, I should say, is Caleb Williams to 4,000 yards? Holy shit. So in 2 games, he's got to average 300 yards. Oh, I don't know if he's going to get there. That's insane that the Bears have never had a 4,000 yard passing season. That is disgustingly bad at this point in 2025. 3 receivers to the left, empty backfield, takes a snap. Williams, quick throw to the right side, and incomplete. Looking for Moore. And Moore fell over. No flag on the play. Stout on the coverage. 3rd and 8 with 3:02 to go here in the third quarter. Betting against my dad. There you go. Those are always fun bets. All right. 3 receivers to the left in the shotgun. Puts Burden in motion. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Escapes to the left side. Williams throws on the move. And caught. Luther Burden for a first down. And it was a defensive offsides. That'll be penalty declined on the first down to the 36-yard line of San Francisco. And the Niners keep scoring, but the Bears will not go away. These two offenses are absolutely playing incredible. Wow, could have been potentially a holding there on the Bears. That one guy just dove and kind of reached out and grabbed at him. But no call. So 3 receivers to the right side, single back formation. Man in motion. In the backfield is Smythe. Offset I formation to the left. Takes a snap. Hand off to Swift. Swift, gets hit in the backfield. Loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12 coming up now for the Bears. %72.5% that the 49ers win. Not looking the best for me. Hey, it's been a back and forth affair. There's plenty of football. It's a 1-score game. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Quick throw to the left side. Caught. Turns upfield. And it's going to be a gain of 10. Now they're going to give him 11. 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Bears. Caleb's arm strength is unworldly. Yeah, he does have a great arm strength. True. Offset I formation to the left. 3rd and 1. Williams. The man in motion is Komet. Takes the snap. Handoff is Swift to the left side. And Swift, I think he's sure. And there's a flag. Oh, no. This is going to be a holding call. It's going to be Trapillo. Who in the world is Trapillo? Ozzy Trapillo. Starting 2nd round pick last year. So I guess he's starting in place of Theo Benedette. Not even listed as a starter on the depth chart, but they say he's starting tonight. Interesting. Who you got winning and why? What up, Mark? How are you? I mean, I actually didn't think too much of who was going to win this game, to be honest. But probably the Niners. Takes a snap. Williams looking, floats to the left side. Williams going to keep it, running to the left. Williams will dive ahead to get some of those yards back, but now it's going to be 4th and about 5 at the 31-yard line. And see what they want to do. Do they go to... Oh, they're going to go for it. They're not going to settle for a field goal here. I mean, it would only be a 49-yard field goal. But I don't know. This game's such a coin flip. I guess I would probably take the Niners now because they're in the lead. They're playing very, very well. They've scored every single time they got into the red zone. The Bears are really good too, so who knows? Takes a snap, blitz coming. Quick throw to the left, and caught! Loveland on 4th and 5 comes away with a gain of about 9, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter here in San Francisco. We have a 7-point game, but the Bears are looking to tie it up. All right, here we go. Daily Hard. Let's go with the first guy who got I think it was it Edmund? No, it was Edwards. Sorry, it was Edwards, I think, who got TJ Edwards that got that pick 6. Oh my gosh, we're Chicago. We're on defense. We're old. We're old player, 32 or older on defense. We have a lower number. We have a older player on this Bears defense with a low number. Not a linebacker. Johnson? How old is Garner Johnson? He's only 28. Not a DB. Lineman. A lineman with a low number? It's a lower number than... like a middling number. Between 38 and 50. 38 and 50. On defense. I'm not looking on the chat on purpose. I'm sure KP knows. You are older. This is not coming to me. It's not coming to me. Somebody said Dolman. Is that it? I have the chat here. I have no idea. Oh, it's Grady Jarrett. Oh, I forget that you guys got him. I forget that you guys got Grady Jarrett. Gosh darn it. All right, pistol formation. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Swift makes the first guy miss, slipping, tackled, and he runs off to the races. And Swift with his second touchdown of the day. And we're an extra point away from, again, a second or another point of a tie game. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, here we go. From the right hash is Santos. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 35-35 here as we're in the fourth quarter with 15:54 to go in the fourth. Bear down. TV stopped working. That's why I'm watching you. Thanks. Appreciate it. First time a game has been tied 7-7, 14-14, 28-20, or 21-21, 28-28, 35-35 ever. I believe it. That is insane that that's what's going on right now. I don't know that to be a fact if you're just feeding me just a guess, but I believe it. All right, here we go. It's going to be caught and returned here by Moore, and Moore will dive past the 30 to about the 31-yard line. As where San Francisco will start this next drive. All right, single back, takes the snap, play action, rolling to his left. Scanning the field, Purdy throws underneath, caught by Pearsall, and Pearsall will go out of bounds for a gain of 8, 2nd and 2, now with 39-yard line. Both teams will score 5 touchdowns, but both fail to score the last extra point, 69-69 tie. Second and 2, 14-15 to go. Big receivers to the right, and in motion, Juszczyk takes a snap, handoff to the right, cutting up the middle here is McCaffrey, who dives ahead for the first down, but there is a flag on the play, and it's going to be a holding on 77. Pooney, Dominic Pooney, right guard, gets called for it. Move him back. It'll be now 2nd and 12. Minutes to go here in the 4th. 2 receivers each way. Purdy puts McCaffrey in motion left to right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Purdy looking, stepping up. He's going to keep it, stiff arming, has time, pumping, and keeps it, and goes out of bounds for a gain of about 5. Brock Purdy using his legs like an absolute champion. Right? I mean, this is incredible what he's doing with his legs. What a stiff arm by Purdy. Yeah, he's incredible tonight. All right, 3rd and 7, 2 receivers each way. Purdy puts McCaffrey in motion. Takes a snap, 4-man rush. Purdy steps up, has time, throws down the middle, and has his man caught. Ricky Pearsall. I mean, neither offense can seem to be stopped right now. This is insane. What was it, Suzanne earlier that predicted whoever gets the ball last wins this game? I mean, there was still a lot of football left at that point. Anybody could have broken away potentially, but neither team is doing so. And we're now in the 4th quarter, all knotted up, 35 apiece. All right. 1st and 10, 3 receivers, bunch to the left. Purdy, 1 second on the play clock, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Purdy pumping, now going deep and not able to get it to Pearsall. Stevenson on the coverage. 12:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Three receivers bunch to the right side. Single back. And in motion, Hughes check. Hand off to the right side. Cutting it up the middle is Robinson. And Robinson just get a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the spot. It looks like a 3. Dexter in on the tackle. Pick 6 was cool. Yeah. Maybe we'll see another one. 11:45 to go in the fourth. 3rd and 7. Purdy goes into the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. 43-yard line. Takes a snap. Blitz coming. Purdy steps up, and he's going to get hit as he throws, and now it's incomplete. Austin Booker gets the pressure. Now, will the Niners punt on 4th and 7 here or go for it? It'd be a 51-yard field goal. No, a 61-yard field goal, where it sits. I doubt they try that with Pinero this early in the game. And Morstead. Only his 2nd punt in the month of December. Incredible. All right, here comes the punt. Pin him back deep is Morstead. Morstead kicks it. And it looks like it'll be fair caught at the 11-yard line there by Duvernay. All right, so Duvernay gets them at the 11. So that means Caleb Williams and the offense will come onto the field and try to take their first lead of the game since being up 7-0. For the 2nd year in a row in my fantasy money league, I lost by a little bit in the 2nd round before the championship game. And then if I would have made it to the championship game, I would have crushed. I scored the most points in the championship week. Oh, it hurts me. It hurts me, man. It hurts. Especially last week. Friggin' Amon-Ra in my league was projected 24 points. Javonte Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Drake London combined for less than 24 points. It killed. Hey, it's down to 56.3 now. Hey, we got a game. I'm actually surprised Bears aren't favorited now that they have the football in a tie game. I would imagine they'd be slight favorites. Cool to see you're covering this game. Just did the poll, 40, 51, 49. Yeah, we got a close poll too. What up, Brian? How are you? We got 88 of you in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Be doing a bunch of the games down the stretch, including the playoff games. All right. 2 receivers each way at their own 11. Scanning the field. Takes a snap, drops back, quick throw over to the right side, caught, turns upfield is Burden. Burden down the right sideline, and Burden will cut towards the middle of the field and fight forward to the 36-yard line. Here come the Bears. With kids, just stop with fantasy. Why invite more stress and ulcer-inducing habits? Honestly, I need to stop doing it for money. That's what I need to stop doing, because I don't have a lot of money, and it's frustrating to lose money on these things. So that's what I really need to do. Because I do other fantasy leagues, and that's all more fun and whatnot. But losing out on a few $100 for me is really, really frustrating. Takes a snap, play action, looking, throws it, pumping, and pumping again. And again, stays on his feet and goes out of bounds for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now for the Bears. Like, it's really frustrating to lose for money, especially in these ways. It's not fun. So I don't really gamble either anymore, because losing real money's on stuff that I shouldn't lose money on. Frustrating. 10 minutes to go here in the 4th. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is Manungai. Manungai fights through the first tackler and dives near the first down marker, and he's going to be a half yard short. 3rd down and 1 at their own 45. Who's concussion? Oh, the San Francisco guy landed on his own head. Oh, yeah, look at his eyes. He was a little shaken up on that one. As he was diving in, landed on his own head. Hopefully he's all right. Single back formation. Guy, the running back. Duvernay goes in motion, and QB sneak. Easily done. Tackled at the 48-yard line. It will be 1st and 10, Chicago. Have you considered smoking tobacco? It's an appetite suppressant. Do you buy less food? Jeez. Offset I formation to the left. Loveland goes in motion right to left. Takes a snap. Play action. Williams steps up. Throws it down the left sideline. Caught by Loveland. Beautiful throw. Just an absolute dime there by Caleb Williams. Zips it in there for a 32-yard line. 32-yard gain down to the 20-yard line of San Francisco. Little out and up there by Loveland. Beautifully executed. Yeah, that little out and up there is just beautiful. I formation. Williams scanning the field, puts Duvernay in motion left to right, takes the snap, pitch play to the left is Manungai, but wait a minute. And it looks like they had to use a timeout. No, it's going to be a delay of game. 5-yard penalty will move him back to the 25-yard line for now. Have you tried being rich, Tim? All right, here we go. 7:55 to go in the 4th. Single back formation. No, I formation. Him scanning the field. 2 tight ends on the right, including one of them being an extra lineman. Most likely a run coming here. Let's see what they do. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Here's Manungai. Manungai trying to get some of those penalty yards back. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 11 now at the 21-yard line. Can I get the mod thing? I'm limiting my mods. I do not want a whole bunch of mods. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Loveland in motion. Getting the field. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Quick throw underneath to the left side, and it's going to be caught by Manungai. Couldn't really escape that tackle. Well done. And wait a minute, a late flag comes in. Ooh, some extracurriculars downfield. Who's it going to be against? Oh, a face mask. Face mask against Bethune. Bethune. Stupid play there, grabbing the face mask of Loveland and pulling it down. And Loveland looking at the ref, asking for the penalty. That's it cracked out to be. More money, more problems. Well, if you are having trouble with your money, you can definitely send it this way. Big boy football. Love me some Ben Johnson. Offset I formation to the right. Williams takes a snap, play action, roll to his right side. Checks it down underneath and caught by Loveland for a gain of just 2 as Lenore makes the quick tackle. Bears are so dirty, it's crazy. 6.5 to go in the fourth. Beautiful drive here by the Bears. 8 plays, 81 yards so far. Now 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. 3 receivers to the left side. Manungai the single back. Man in motion is Komet left to right. Takes the snap, play action. And he's going to shuffle it to Manungai, and Manungai gets tackled immediately. Wrapped up. Davis makes a nice tackle, reaching out there, grabbing him with his arm. Spinning him backwards. So loss on the play as he tries to do a little trickery with Ben Johnson. Under sidearm underthrow bowling weird formation that he threw. 3rd down and goal at the 11 now. Will the Bears be forced to the first field goal of this game, or do they find a way to punch it in? 2 receivers each way. Williams scanning the field, puts man in motion as Walker, takes a snap, 4-man rush. Looking, has time, checks it down underneath, and nope, too high for Manungai. And the Bears will be forced to settle for the field goal. 5:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left here for the Niners. But the Bears will take their first lead of the game since being up 7-0. Santos, come on to the field. From the right hash is Santos. Here we go. Seconds on the play clock. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 38-35 with 5:22 to go in the fourth quarter. See what happens next. The price of cigarettes is your life. It's not worth it, folks. Yeah, no, this smoking cigarettes to avoid eating to save money is quite insane. Top shelf, about $10 a pack. When I started, they were $3 a pack. Compare that with what you pay at the drive-through; it balances out. It is more expensive here. I don't know where you live, but I know in my area it's like $13 a pack. I see them advertised at the gas. Even though my parents smoked, none of us kids do. We know the dangers and the cost more ways than one too. Yep. Yep. How much is a carton of cigarettes? I don't even know. I just see the advertisement per pack. I don't smoke, so I have no idea. The short camel no filter costs $22.56. Oh my god. 22.56. That's insane. Texas averaging about 9.46 a pack, 95 a carton. Pay between 9 and 10 for my Newports in Alabama. All right. Santos to kick it away. Bears 38, Niners 35. Niners getting the ball back. Offense is moving the ball well all day. But they were forced to punt this previous drive. The offense get back on track. Here's the kick. Straight ahead. And gonna be bobbled, recovered by Moore. Moore will get to the 25-yard line where he's dragged down. That's where Brock Purdy and the offense will start this next drive. I don't know if Caleb is going to get there. He needs one more touchdown for you there, KP. That sucks. Everyone in the 90s got scared about smoking. Everyone stopped. Since it's an appetite suppressant, they replaced heart and lung issues with diabetes. Yeah. Single back formation, takes the snap, handoff. Up the middle here is McCaffrey. McCaffrey fighting forward, gets a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Maybe they're doing the same with higher price fast food. Really needed that last drive to be a touchdown? Yeah. Now you pretty much need overtime, probably. Or a breakaway. All right. Then 6. 2 receivers each way. Or you can have San Francisco score a quick touchdown. Maybe you can get a Hail Mary. Takes a snap. Purdy looking, stepping up. Throws underneath and batted down by C.J. Garner-Johnson on McCaffrey. McCaffrey looking at the refs frustrated. No call made. 4:32 to go in the 4th. 3rd and 6. I need the Niners to score with like a minute and a half left. Yeah. Tim, did you enjoy Christmas even though you saw suffering at the Northwest Stadium? Yeah, it was fun. Nice spending time with my sister, her boyfriend, and my brother-in-law. Good time with family and everything. It was a good Christmas. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Purdy rolling to his left. Now steps up. Avoids the rush. Those underneath. It'll be caught by Tonjes. And who dives ahead for the first down to the 36-yard line. Move the chains. For 4 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Bears need to make sure they keep them out of the end zone. First and 10, single back, takes a snap, play action. Purdy steps up, throws underneath. It'll be caught by McCaffrey for a gain of just 3. The 39-yard line, 2nd and 7. Tim got his cap signed by Scary. Yeah, he did. Freaking awesome. I want to get it like plastic protected if I could or something. I don't know. I got to figure something out. I want to get it protected so it doesn't fade. In the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Looking, quick throw underneath. Oh, incomplete. Looking for Tonjes. There's a flag on the play, though. Ooh, illegal use of hands by Dexter will be an automatic first down. Brutal. That's great, Tim. Yeah, it was awesome. I was so happy to get that done. Mm. Yep, Dexter clearly getting his hand up on the face and lifting that helmet up. Illegal. All right, single back formation. Takes a snap, play action, rolling to his left. Purdy throws underneath. It'll be caught by McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got a screen. He's got blockers down the right sideline. Cuts it towards the middle, and he will get knocked out of bounds, but not until after an 18-yard gain. First down, San Francisco. They are now in a 56-yard field goal range currently to potentially tie this thing up. Stop the clock with 3:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Brady's going to throw a pick to lose the game. Oh, snap. That's a prediction. Tim is going to put it in a Walmart bag like a sack lunch. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side as Robinson cuts it up, but no room to run. Tackled for no gain. Looked like it was Jarrett in there, as well as Edwards. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Under 3 minutes to go. They're letting the clock run. They don't want to give the Bears too much time to potentially win this game if they do have to settle for a field goal. 3 receivers to the left. Bears still have all 3 timeouts. And in motion is Tonjes. 2 receivers each way. Now Juszczyk goes in motion far to the left. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Purdy throws over the middle of the field. Has his man caught by Jennings. Jennings trying to catch a block. And Jennings runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. Back on top, 41-42. And for some reason, the Niners are thinking about going for 2. Why would they do that? Why would they go for 2 here? You definitely go for 1 to make it a 4-point game and force the Bears to be up by, or have to score a touchdown. Why would you go for 2? That makes no sense. Yeah, Pinero's extra point is good. I'm not sure if Purdy understood the math or what, but Purdy looked like he was saying go for 2, go for 2. But no, they will take the PAT. Cooler heads prevail there. From the right hash. Here's the extra point. We have the snap, the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 42-38 with 2:15 to go in the fourth. And Jennings, with only his second catch of the day, turns into the go-ahead touchdown. Here comes Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. Down 4. They need a touchdown. They have plenty of time left with 2:15 to go. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And they get a nice drive brewing. Here comes Ben Johnson. That's huge for my bet. Yeah, for sure. Dr. Pig with OT. Yeah, no OT now. Unless the Bears score super fast. But yeah, this is definitely not an OT game now. That was bad coverage, yep. The Bears player clearly gave up at the end. He let him score on purpose. My sister hosted Christmas. Guests complained about boring Washington games, so switched back and forth to the Spurs game. At least Spurs won. There you go. I guess nobody else down there is a Skins fan down there. How was the in-person game we went to? We had fun. We did. It was good. It was good to spend time with people. And then I don't know if you saw this. I don't know who did or didn't. I know I mentioned it, but just to show you again, I got my hat signed by Terry McLaurin 17 there. So the awesome right there. Got to get all the ruby hair off of it. Get this nice try to protect it somehow. But yeah, little Terry McLaurin signature there. Nice Christmas gift. NFL destroyed NBA Christmas. Yeah, NBA fans are pretty upset about it. Bears are crushing turnover differential on the season, but have one of the worst in all other defensive rushing passing categories. NFL destroy NBA. Yeah. All right, here we go. Luther frickin' Burden. Have a day, Luther. Brock Purdy having a heck of a day, too. The guy who's going to score a touchdown for reasons unknown will go for 2 and fall to OT. Here we go. 2:15 to go in the fourth. Can the Bears do it here? Now the NFL commentators are always making jokes about the script now. I guess you got to just buy into the bit at that point. Talking about the script writers got it again. The 4-point game going into it. The painted nails is just a joke. This isn't. Is tomorrow the last Monday night football game? I think so, yeah. They usually don't do Monday night on the last week of the season. So, yeah, tomorrow night would be the last Monday night game with the Rams and Falcons. All right, 2:15 to go in the fourth. And the Bears do it here on the road. The shotgun. Two receivers each way. Swift, the running back, on his left. More motion, stays on the right side, takes a snap, hand off to Swift. Swift going to get this drive started to the 40-yard line. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 5 at their own 40. 60 yards between them and Pay Dirt, and they need a touchdown. Field goal will not do it. That look like Shane Gillis in the Bears jersey. Or the last one. The people in attendance were Giants fans, Rams fans, 2 Bills fans, Cowboys fan, and 1 non-sports fan. And only you as the Washington fan? Gotcha. Well, 1 was a Cowboys fan. They could have maybe enjoyed the game, especially since they were playing well. It got a bit interesting, though, at the end of the game. I know it was scary at the beginning. Just seemed like it was going to turn into a blowout. Ooh, dude. All right. I mean, look at all the scoring plays in this game. This goes on and on and on. They have a high scoring affair. 80 total points between these two teams. Quite impressive. That looks like that wasn't that one Steelers fan I saw on TV. I was just happy Washington Cowboy game was competitive. Exactly. All right. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5. Bears go into the huddle. We got a game in San Francisco. Washington could have won if the defense didn't suck. Yeah. Defense was super bad. 6 for 6 on 4th down is just gross in so many levels. All right. Here you go. And in motion, Loveland from right to left. 3 receivers to the left side. Williams in the shotgun. Tries to get him to jump. Doesn't work. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Steps up. Now going to fall backwards and tries to check it down to Swift. And incomplete. There is a flag, though. Defensive holding. Automatic first down on the Bears. Will get a free set of downs here at their own 45-yard line. 5-yard penalty. It was against Lucas on the coverage. Chase Lucas. Brutal. Eberflus would end this drive with a field goal attempt and keep all the timeouts. Yeah. Tim, what are your thoughts about the Bills, or the Eagles beating the Bills? I mean, the rainy, nasty, crazy game in Buffalo. Eagles are built for a game like that. 2 receivers each way, man in motion, right to left. Burden, 3 receivers to the left now. 5 seconds of the play clock, 1st and 10. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Has time, tipped up in the air, and hits the ground harmlessly. Collins was the one to get his big mitts up there to knock it down. 2nd down and 10 now. And then Eberflus would say defense wins championships, right? Want my defense on the field. They win championships. 1:51 to go in the 4th. 2 receivers each way. Williams scanning the field. 5 seconds to the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Williams looking. Checks it down to Swift. Swift has room to run, and he's going to get tripped up for a gain of about 6. 3rd down and 4. And the Niners call timeout? Oh, they're not ready. So they're not sure. So they wait for him to get set up and then call timeout at the end. I like that. It makes sense. Right before they're about to call hike, they call timeout. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Now it does give the chance for the Bears to get the call that they want set up. But if your defense is not set on a 3rd down, that's also really, really bad. So they're going to make sure they get the right personnel in the game. 3rd down and 4. Brady should come back and go to the Bengals. Ew, no? Bengals aren't an offensive problem. They're a defensive problem. 24 to go in the 4th. Like, I would like Brady to go to, like, what teams could Brady be really good at? I would like Brady in Minnesota. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. That's probably my favorite, is if they ended up with Brady in Minnesota. That would be fun. But Brady can't come back because now he's a part owner of the Raiders, so he can't come back. All right, Williams in the shotgun. Empty backfield set. Bunched up, 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Has time. Rolls to his left side. Williams is going to use his legs and get the 1st down. Looked like man-to-man defense, and Williams realizes it. Able to escape the pocket. 1st down, Bears. Brady should come back. What? How would you feel about this proposal? Like, when you can't cover your check at the dinner, they make you wash dishes. If I can't pay for surgery, they make you sweep the parking lot until that is paid. What are we talking about? Here we go. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. And in motion is Moore left to right. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw underneath. Caught. Ooh, incomplete. Loveland could not bring it in. 2nd and 10 now with 1:13 to go in the 4th. 2nd and 10. The Bears finish this game with a touchdown. Here's Fred Warner, who was up in the box earlier. He comes down the sideline, ready to help cheer on his teammates. Caleb Williams, 21 for 32. 281 and 2 touchdowns. 2 receivers each way, takes the snap. Williams looking. Throws over the middle of the field. Oof. Incomplete, looking for Cole Kmet. He zipped that thing in there. That thing had heat. I think there was smoke coming off the back of that football. All right, 3rd and 10. Getting interesting. What is Ben Johnson going to dial up now? Al Shanahan, he can just sit in on the sideline and wait. 109 to go in the 4th. Clock is not too much of a factor. It's really, will the Bears score? 2 receivers each way. The man in motion is Burton left to right. Takes the snap. Blitz coming again. Quick throw to the right side. It'll be caught by Burton, who makes the first guy miss. 1st down and more. Shaking and baking. And then Burton. The clock is rolling. They're going to hurry up now. They're going to say 3. He's given a 3. 3 is Caleb Williams. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers each way. Scanning the field. Williams takes the snap. Quick throw, pump, and quick throw to the left side is Burton again. This will be a gain of 6 to the 26-yard line. And Bears will use their first of 3 timeouts now. With 40 seconds on the clock. I mean, that's a beautiful play there by Burton. Lucas getting all sorts of crossed up. Yikes. That's going to be a play that that Lucas will never want to see again, but that might be a highlight tape of Burton's career, because that is a huge catch in this moment, and he makes this guy look silly. All right, here we go. Eight catches on 8 targets, 138 yards and a touchdown. Incredible. 40 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Gotta score a touchdown if you're the Bears. 2nd and 5. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Blitz coming, rolling to his right. Throws on the move and incomplete. He had Duvernay open, but he couldn't quite get enough on it as he was running away from the defender. Now it's 3rd and 5. Good pressure there by Robert Salah to get him off his mark. The close game. Yeah, no kidding. Burton Goat the 3rd. They know to drop. All right, 3rd down and 5. 36 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Williams scanning the field. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Walker to the right. Swift, the running back, on his right. And in motion is Burton left to right. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Quick throw to the right side. And it's going to be dropped by Burton. They just showed that he was a perfect 8 catches on 8 targets. And immediately the next play, he has his first drop of the day. Brutal. It's right in his hands. He's more worried about running the football after the catch. And he couldn't bring that one in. Here we go. 4th and 5. 33 seconds remaining. It all comes down to this. Wow, the Bears are going to use a timeout here. Brutal. Yikes, that is not what you want to see. But, I mean, at the same time, you got to make sure that you get the right play called. But, I mean, at this point, you should have had your 4th down and 5 play called before the 3rd and 5 play. Like, before the 3rd and 5 play, you should have had both called. That was a missed opportunity here for the Bears to not waste a timeout. But we'll see. Maybe maybe they get a touchdown right here. Here you go. Close game, yep. Yep. All right, here we go. In the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. Williams scanning the field. It all comes down to this. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Williams looking, scanning, throws to the right side. Has his man open. Loveland. and Loveland will get into the red zone. Jair Brown, I see him upset. And now the Bears will use their final timeout. 25 seconds remaining. Can't get tackled in bounds now. This could be deadly. Here we go. Coming down to the wire. All right, 26 seconds remaining. Fourth down. Or fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Ben Johnson trying to dial it up here. Caleb Williams barking orders in the huddle. Receivers to the left, Loveland to the right. Burden, the running back, takes the snap. Looking, scanning, pressure. Has to get rid of it off his back foot and out of the bounds. 2nd and 10. Caleb Williams doing a good job getting rid of the football and not taking a sack there. High scoring game, yeah. 80 points combined between these two teams. All right. 21 seconds remaining. Takes a snap. Quick throw to the right side. Caught by Loveland. And he pitches it to Swift. Swift will get tackled at the 2. Clock running. 10, 9, 8, 7. Caleb Williams will get it down. And they will spike it with 4 seconds. And this is, wow, they go trickery. Called underneath. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. It all comes down to this. A throw to Loveland, pitch play to Swift, who couldn't quite punch it in. They go creative. Will they get it? Here we go. 4 seconds left. 2 receivers each way. Williams puts a man in motion, takes the snap. Williams pumping, dancing, tries to escape. Williams pumping, pressure, off his back foot, throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Any flags? No flags. Game over. And this game came down to the wire. Look at the Niners fans, all a sea of red, pumped up to move to 12-4, and the Bears come up just short. Burden shaking up on the play. He's going to get looked at. Caleb Williams going across the field to high-five the other teams. Williams gives a shout out to Kyle Shanahan there. Brock Purdy, what a day he had. And this was incredible. Incredible performance between these two teams. 42-38 at the end of the day. Wow. All right. Well, I appreciate all of you that were hanging out in the chat. If you like the play-by-play, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We'll be calling tomorrow night's game with the Rams and the Niners. Sorry, Rams and the Falcons, excuse me. And we will be here the rest of the playoffs as well. May even dabble in the college football playoffs. We'll see. We'll see. But, hey, appreciate all of you being here. If you haven't already, do all those things I just said. Hit the like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. And until next time, see